Welcome or welcome back to Gwinspire Crochet. This is Ashley, and today is a very special day for me. And that is a day that I have been waiting for over 6 years, and for many, maybe even most, 10 years, people have been waiting for this day. And that is right. Today is the day of a release of a video game that is long awaited. And that is the Dragon Age, the new installment in the Dragon Age series, Dragon Age the Vielguard. Now, what does this have to do with crochet? And, well, I made it have to do with crochet. And, of course, I needed a little help. And so, today on my channel, as you are watching right now, as well as Nova over at Gnome Creations, we are doing a very casual little collaboration to celebrate finally getting our hands on the fourth installment of this video game series. So, Nova over at Nova Gnome Creations, if you don't know, she's amazing. Go check her out. Her link and information will be down below, so be sure to check out her video. For me, you're just gonna get me you're just gonna get me blabbing on about one of my special interests here, and that is Dragon Age. And one of the things we wanted to just talk about in here, like in the video, is very simple with Nova, is that we're going to make something. It could be anything we wanted, just would have to do with the Dragon Age series. And then we can talk about what the game means to us and share some of our favorite goodies and memorabilia that we have. So first, I'm actually going to just get right into the project because I know that that's probably what most of you guys are interested in. And you can see that. I'll talk about a little bit about it. I'll show you it in action and how I kind of made it. And then if you want, you can move on. Or if you really want to, and if you like me and want to support me, watch to the end and watch me rant on about my and Nova's one of our favorite video games of all time. And so let's just get right into the project. This project came to me, actually, I had a wholly different idea for the project. And then this one came to me as I was reading one of the books to prepare myself for the game coming up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. It's a silly item in the video game. And while it is associated with one of my least favorite characters in the whole series, the item is fun. I couldn't help myself. So, without further ado, my project is a jar of bees. It is a jar of angry bees. There are 7 bees in here, and you can see that it is got some lights inside. So it is a wonderful little piece to go on the shelf with my Dragon Age memorabilia. And so this is my little bee pattern that I made, which is pretty much everybody else's little bee pattern because it's really hard to come up with a new innovative little simple bee. So this is my little bee pattern, and there are 7 little angry bees, and I even gave them little angry derpy eyebrows. And yeah, I used a DK weight yarn for this so that it would make them smaller because the bee pattern actually comes out a little bit bigger. And I took, so for the eyes themselves, these are too small for like safety eyes. And I didn't want to do French knots because I can't figure that out. And I didn't want to needle felt because I'm still like recovering from needle felting earlier. And so what I ended up doing for the eyes is I ended up using puffy paint. Now, I don't trust myself with puffy paint on the actual item, so what I ended up doing instead was I actually used like a silicone surface, but you can use like a piece of wax paper, I'm sure. And I just did little dots on the wax paper, and I made a bunch of them, or on the silicone mat, and I did the tiniest little dots. And then waited overnight, left them to dry, then I like scraped them off, and then I fabric glued them on. because I just don't trust myself with the dots, and I wanted them to be uniform and I wanted them to look right. And sometimes with that puffy paint, you'll just get way more coming out than you want. And so I needed control. I need control of my life. So that is what I ended up doing for them. I also took, they also have little stingers on the back. It might be hard to see, but they do have little stingers because they are angry. They are bees. Now I want to share with you, so I want to share with you like what this item is in the game, and it's basically like a grenade uh, item that you can make, that you can only make if you recruit a certain character into your story and do their mission that they have. But I wanted to share with you this little memo that is here in the flavor text for it. You know what ruins a party? Bees. I know a man who teaches how to jar them. Safe but angry. Stingy, no good for honey, but great for throwing. He's somewhere south. Sarah has scribbled a jar of bees hitting someone in the face. The drawing on there. Also a butt. So it's a funny little element. It's a silly little item in the game, and I thought it had to be done. I did see that the fancy lights idea is not my own. I did see another version of this online, of course, and I had to make this. So I got this light thing at the Dollar Tree. It was $5 though, because this is actually got a little bit of a cool little element to it. And that is that its lights will react to sound, and if I set it to react to sound, it will react to music. Now, I put this on put that setting on and played the soundtrack, and it just is so stinking cool. I'm going to try and put a little, very short clip just to kind of show you. If you are at all sensitive to flashing lights, please look away. But this is my project for our Dragon Age collab, and I will show you that little clip, and then we'll get back into it, and I'll just share with you a little bit about the game. If you don't want to watch that, you can move on to other crochet stuff here on YouTube, but if you do want to watch me just blab about this game, please stay around. I've got some cool stuff I can show you. So I thought I'd share with you a little bit about what you're like looking at here. This is my little bookcase area where I keep my Dragon Age books. I don't have all of them here, but you do see some. You see Heart in Hightown, which is actually a book written by the fictional character in the game, which is pretty cool, and then turned into an actual book that we can also possess. You'll also see some other of the books there. Just zooming in on the neat little bees. And this music is from the theme song, actually, from the Dragon Age series. I'm talking over it on purpose. But you heard a tiny bit of that. And it's just so pretty. It really is a pretty little thing to keep on your bookshelf or on your area, or in whatever area you're working in. That is the special edition of The Stolen Throne, which is one of the novels. You'll see some of the comics back there. And then you'll see those are like the lore books, art books, and the Origins and Dragon Age 2 game guides. Actually, the Dragon Age Origins book I got while I was at the Strand bookstore in New York City, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this is the nifty little project, getting right in there so you can see some derpy angry bees again, some flashing lights. It's just really I'm really proud of how this came out. So I hope you liked that little clip I showed you. But again, my obsession with this game started here with this ratty, broken, nasty looking copy of Dragon Age Inquisition from GameStop. It was pre-owned and only $10. It was in a discount rack. Picked it up for kicks and giggles. It looked just like you see it here. The inside is broken. It's a mess. The game is fine. I ended up playing this game the first time on PlayStation, and that's typically not my typical way of playing games. I usually play them on a computer. But this is how I played this. Now, I did have experience with the first game that came out in 2009. But the gameplay in that game and this game are very different. So I actually tried the original game and put it down not once, not twice, but 3 times because I did not like the combat style. But just one random day, I picked this thing up, put it in, and that was it. I was obsessed because combat is different in this. And this game is it changed my thought about video games for me because I had a very negative perspective on like single player video games because I always found them too difficult. I have no hand-eye coordination whatsoever. I am very bad at video games, and yeah, I struggle with most video games. Let's just say that. And this game, when I picked it up, the easy mode was actually easy. What? This is a very story-driven game with a lot of character development, and that's my favorite kind of thing. Slow burn, like slow story, and lots of character development, lots of characters to get to know and fall in love with, and it's just a lot of fun. Just going through the story. It is the only game that I have ever finished on, especially on console. It was the first game I finished. Completely ever. Um, and it was the first game I ever completed on console. I'll say that I've never seen a video games credits prior to this. That's in all my 30. I was 32. Nope, 30 when I played this. So, yeah, it was a long time coming, and then I went and pushed myself through Dragon Age Origins, the first game and the second game, on PC, and I cheated the heck out of it. But I wanted the story because the story in all 3 games is spectacular. Loved, love, love it. The lore, everything about it is so fantastic, and I could just sit here and gush about it and give you no real depth or content, but that's okay. That's what this is about. If you're still here, you're a real one. But I thought one of the other things that I could do. Oh, and do you know that I've finished this game not once, not twice, but 3 times. I have played this game 3 times, and I did almost everything you can do in the game. Collected all the stuff, explored all the places, did all of the things. My 3rd playthrough in the game, and that took 100 hours. And that was on the computer though. But what a good time. And the characters, they get to you. Wonderful writing. Bioware is the developer of the game. They've had some rocky bits since the release of this of Inquisition. So this new game is coming in with there's a lot weighing on the success of this game for the developer. So I'm hopeful that this is going to be great. I'm excited no matter what. Who cares? It could be bad. I'm still going to have a good time with it, I'm sure. So next, I think I'm just going to show you a couple of my favorite things that I have. I have books. This is my cat. I have the books and stuff, but I want to show you 2 things. But I want to show you one thing. Well, I'm going to show you like my little posters on my wall over here, and one of my favorite things that I have for memorabilia, and it's really fun. I'm really excited, so let's get to it. So first, you see my reflection here, but this is one of their limited lithographs This is on my wall right above my computer. And you can see here that this is 175 of 600, so there are only 600 of these, apparently. So I have that framed. I even want to, so far as to get a special frame for this, because it was so interesting size. Um, I mean, the lithograph itself was expensive enough. And to explain this picture, I cannot. But this has to do with the video game. But my favorite thing that I have, and I'm gonna have to turn off my ring light over here that sits over my computer so I can show you. My favorite thing that I have is this. This is one of the characters from Dragon Age Inquisition. This is my favorite character, probably one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. And it is indeed signed by the voice actor of the character. It says, "To Ashley, happy birthday," and then something that this character says in the game. And it is signed by Gareth David Lloyd, the voice actor. So that's one of my probably most prized pieces of memorabilia from the game. Um, and while I did not meet the voice actor directly, he does these live stream signings on occasion, and you can like pay to have him sign something on live stream for you. And I had saw that he announced this. This was a number of years ago, maybe 4 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe. Where he was doing this, and it was on my birthday, and I was so excited. I was very quick to sign up and get a signature, get a signed photo from him. And the issue is that on my birthday, I kind of like got nervous. It's really weird, but I got really nervous because I got like, oh no, he's going to acknowledge my presence. I will exist to him, even if it's just my name, you know? So, like, I freaked out. I was also having a really bad day that day anyway. But I freaked out, and through my fear, unfortunately, I was late to the live stream, and I did miss him signing my picture directly. And if I regret anything, I regret that. Um, I regret having him say happy birthday to me directly, and that sucks. Um, but it's one of those things you learn from. It's because I have a lot of anxiety and stuff like that. So for some reason that came out, I got all weirded out about him, like acknowledging my presence, like weird. But yeah, but I am still happy that I have that. It says happy birthday, and yeah, it's a great thing. That character, he first off, Gareth David Lloyd is a wonderful actor. I even saw him in this. He's in this terrible zombie movie, and he is the best thing in the whole movie. Uh, I don't even remember what it was called or anything. It's a terrible movie, but he's fantastic. Um, but he is a wonderful actor and wonderful voice actor, and his character is very complicated, very complex, and one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. And so the new game that's coming out is sort of continuing the story, kind of that character, and along with a bunch of new characters. So it's gonna be a lot of good. It's gonna be a good time. I'm very excited. So when you are watching this, or it's possible when you are watching this, um, that is the day the game is out. I am out of commission. I'm out of commission. I am playing this video game. That is all I am doing. I am taking some time off. It's a nerdy thing. It is weird, probably to many of you, but to some of you, like Nova, uh, you understand. You'll understand if you're in the nerdy stuff. Me, understand. Also, I wanted to share with you. This is a shirt that I'm wearing. This shirt is actually related to the video game. It says "Dread Wolf, take you," and well, I'm not going to get into it, but this is my Dragon Age t-shirt that I have. Also, I've made some things. I'll share those with you. So a while ago, shortly after playing the game, while I was doing the hobby at the time, you can say, is I was sewing. I was trying to get into sewing, and I was sewing bags and pouches and stuff like that. And so I was obsessed with the character that you saw up there, and I made a bag or a wallet, and yeah, this is what it looks like. And this is a wallet. And I sewed this. I cut all the fabric, sewed it. I even sculpted this. Um, this is a wolf jawbone. Again, out of context, makes no sense. But this is like a pendant that the character wears. And so I made this purse bag thing. And this is one of the first things I probably ever made. So the zipper is not great, but zippers, sewing a zipper in especially around curves, very challenging. And I'm pretty proud, even if I missed some stitches, of how that came out. But then you can see that there is a zipper up here, wallet slots, and some cash slots. So yeah, this, and I made this with like a vinyl uh thing, so you can make it a crossbody. And this front pouch here, where this is, you can put like your phone. And this is a pattern by So Sweetness. And oh gosh, it's been a long time. But this was like a So Sweetness pattern, and she does a lot of different, bags, pouches, and that kind of thing. And that was kind of what I wanted to get into when I was making and sewing. And then I actually made my own pattern or my own like thing for a pouch. And this is also related. And I wanted this to be like practical and useful. And this is also when I was playing around with machine embroidery. So I ended up making this. It is a zipper pouch, and of course it says "May the Dread Wolf take you." Again, it's 6 eyes on of a wolf. And this I actually drew and designed and then digitized and then stitched out on my machine embroidery machine, and then had this written down on there too. And then, of course, this is just as it looks like just a simple pencil case, and that's kind of what it looks like inside. Um, there's like some like waterproof canvas inside. Oh, look at my logo because I made that, and I actually was trying to sell these. I even have like this vinyl here and the rivets. Like I went all out with this. But the thing I liked about this that I did differently is that I put a elastic on here. And the point of this was so that you can put it on a book or like this. If I have a decent, so you can like put it on a book, and it's like a bra. So I got bra. Um, so I got like actual bra, like Notion or whatever you call these things. And then this elastic so that you can put it on a book, like so. It wouldn't fall off, and you could put your pencils and pens inside of it, and it was for like planning or whatever. And the good thing is, like, even with like crochet and stuff, you can put your notions and stuff in here too, which is another idea actually. I was trying to sell these, but the cost, because of like the materials and my time and everything, was a little bit cost prohibitive. And well, it's got like video game stuff on it, and legally, but it is one of the things that I was very proud of that I made. I also had two other designs for two other characters, two other fan favorite characters in there, but that didn't end up going very far. But yeah, this is my little pencil pouch. When I was selling them, I had like little fabric bags so they can keep them safe. real high-end stuff. But so there is that. So that's a couple of my projects that I've made based off a game. All I can think of right off the top of my head. But I hope you liked seeing those. So that is pretty much everything that I wanted to go over with you. This was my lovely project. Please be sure to go over to Nova's channel and check out what her project is. She's already given me a little bit of a sneak peek, but I want to go see the final result. So please go over, check out her channel over at Nova Gnome Creations. Again, I will link her down below so you can see it. And I thank you so much for watching me ramble and gush about a video game. And I'm sure it may not have made any sense to you whatsoever. But if it did, cool. That's awesome. If it makes no sense to you, that's all right. You got to see a cool project out of it. You did see two cool projects out of it, and that's the fun thing about crochet. You can do all kinds of cool things and make it whatever you want for whatever you want, and that's just so much fun. So if you like this video, please drop a like down below. And if you like me, subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you know when there's a new video out. And I will see you in the next video very soon-ish. I'll be playing this game, so I don't know. But we'll see. You have a wonderful day. I will see you later. Bye!